What would you do if you grew up in an environment filled with violence, poverty, and despair, but with a dream so powerful it compelled you to keep going, no matter how many times you failed? Leonardo DiCaprio didn't have an easy path to success. His early life was marked by crime, poverty, and an endless series of rejections. However, his incredible determination led him to overcome every obstacle and become one of the most successful and respected actors in Hollywood. If you want to discover how Leonardo DiCaprio went from a dangerous neighborhood in Los Angeles to becoming a global film icon with a net worth of over $260 million, stay until the end of this video. A rough start in Los Angeles. Leonardo Wilhelm DiCaprio was born on November 11, 1974 in Los Angeles, California. He grew up in a dangerous neighborhood known for its high crime rate, filled with violence, drugs, and gangs. The insecurity of his environment was a constant challenge for him and his family. His mother, Irmelin Indenbürken, a German immigrant, divorced his father when Leonardo was just a child. She gained custody of Leonardo and worked tirelessly to support the family. The young Leonardo lived in small apartments and rough neighborhoods like Echo Park and Hollywood Boulevard, at a time when those areas were far from glamorous. However, his mother made great efforts to send him to better schools outside his district to give him a decent education. Imagine being a child in a world where danger lurks at every corner, and hope seems like a distant dream. Financial lesson. Number 1. Don't let your environment dictate your destiny. Leonardo used his tough circumstances as motivation to work harder and move forward. Have you ever felt like your environment is holding you back? Comment, "My dreams are bigger than my obstacles," if you believe you can overcome them. The shadows of poverty. Life at home wasn't easy. With his mother working long hours to support him, Leonardo often found himself alone and facing dangerous situations in his neighborhood. Growing up in such a hostile environment not only made him stronger, but also gave him a unique perspective on life and the struggle for success. He understood from a young age that nothing would be easy and that he had to work hard to change his fate. What if every day you had to fight not only for a better life, but also for the basic needs most people take for granted? Financial lesson number 2. Use your circumstances as motivation. Poverty was not an obstacle for Leonardo. It was the driving force that led him to work with more passion and dedication. Have you ever used your struggles as motivation to improve? Comment, "The struggle makes me stronger." First encounters with danger. Leonardo grew up in an environment where danger was part of everyday life. His neighborhood was filled with crime, violence, and drugs. Watching his friends fall into bad habits or become victims of crime taught him to stay away from those dangers. Can you imagine the courage it takes to dream big when every step forward is met with danger and uncertainty? Financial lesson. Number 3. Use adversity as a catalyst for your success. Leonardo didn't allow the dangerous circumstances of his environment to derail his goal. Have you ever felt trapped by your surroundings? Comment, "The environment doesn't define me." Fighting against adversity. Determined to become an actor, Leonardo faced countless rejections as he tried to break into the film industry. From a very young age, he auditioned for commercials, TV series, and movies, but rarely landed a role. Imagine standing at the edge of a cliff with nothing but sheer determination and a burning desire to prove yourself against all odds. Financial lesson. Number 4. Perseverance is key to overcoming any obstacle. Every rejection was another step toward success for Leonardo. Have you faced continuous rejections in your life? Comment, "Rejection drives me," if you believe you can overcome it. Discovering his true talent. After facing an endless series of rejections, Leonardo began landing small roles in commercials and TV shows. But even though these small roles helped build his career, Leonardo knew he wanted something bigger, something that would truly challenge his talent. During this time, he kept working on his acting, deeply studying every character and perfecting his ability to convey authentic emotions. Finally, his big break came with the movie This Boy's Life, 1993, where he starred alongside Robert De Niro. Playing a troubled teenager was a challenge, but Leonardo impressed everyone with his intensity and dedication. His portrayal of a young man with a mental disability earned him his first Oscar nomination at just 19 years old. What if your first step toward greatness was hidden in the struggles you faced every day? Financial lesson. Number 5. Focus on perfecting your skills. Leonardo never stopped improving his art, allowing him to stand out among his competitors. What skill would you like to perfect to achieve success? Comment below the struggle to be heard. Despite his initial success, Leonardo didn't settle. He knew that Hollywood was a competitive place, and he had to constantly prove his worth. His persistence and desire to surpass himself allowed him to take on increasingly challenging roles. He didn't settle for easy or commercial roles. Instead, he sought out complex characters that allowed him to prove his talent. Financial lesson. Number 6. Never stop seeking new opportunities. Every rejection Leonardo received was simply another step toward his next big success. Have you ever felt your talent was underestimated? Comment, "My talent is my greatest strength." Breaking into Hollywood. Leonardo's true leap to fame came with Romeo plus Juliet, 1996, a modern adaptation of Shakespeare's classic. But it was in 1997 that his life changed completely with the release of Titanic. Playing Jack Dawson in James Cameron's epic film was both a physical and emotional challenge. However, his dedication and total commitment to the role turned him into a global icon. What if every no you received was just the prelude to an unforgettable yes? Financial lesson number 7. Make the most of every opportunity. The success of Titanic was a springboard that Leonardo skillfully used to propel his career. What opportunity are you waiting to make the most of? Comment below. The big breakthrough with Titanic. The success of Titanic was monumental, grossing over $2 billion worldwide and becoming the highest-grossing film in history at the time. But for Leonardo, true success was not only in fame or money, but in his ability to choose roles that truly interested him. He partnered with renowned directors like Martin Scorsese and continued to challenge himself with complex roles. Leonardo understood that the key to his success was authenticity and the constant pursuit of improving as an actor. Financial lesson. Number 8. Don't sell out for easy money. Leonardo remained true to his vision, which allowed him to build a long-term career. Do you prefer short-term success or building something that lasts forever? Comment, building forever. Mastering the craft, The Wolf of Wall Street. After establishing himself as a renowned actor, particularly Martin Scorsese, this artistic partnership allowed him to take on increasingly challenging and complex roles. In 2013, he starred in The Wolf of Wall Street, a film based on the life of Jordan Belfort, a stockbroker who achieved success through unethical methods and fell into a spiral of excess and corruption. But most importantly, Leonardo dared to take on a complex role that required absolute dedication and commitment. He worked hard to capture the character's essence, once again proving his willingness to challenge himself and take his art to the next level. What would it feel like to dive into the depths of human desire and ambition, emerging with a performance that leaves the world speechless? Financial lesson number 9. Taking risks with ambitious projects can lead you to a new level of success. Leonardo understood that to achieve greatness, he had to step out of his comfort zone. Would you dare to take on a challenge that could take you to the next level? Comment, "I'm ready for the challenge." Beyond the screen, the real Leonardo. Although Leonardo DiCaprio is primarily known for his film career, his impact goes far beyond the big screen. He is an active advocate for environmental causes and has used his fame and resources to promote conservation efforts around the world. In 1998, he founded the Leonardo DiCaprio Foundation, an organization dedicated to protecting the Earth's last wild places and promoting sustainable solutions. Since its creation, the foundation has raised over $100 million for environmental projects globally. His commitment to the environment shows that, although he has achieved incredible success in Hollywood, he has never forgotten his responsibility as a citizen of the world. Imagine a life where success is not only measured by box office numbers, but by the positive change you leave in the world. Financial lesson. Number 10. Use your success to create a positive impact. Leonardo has shown that money and fame can be powerful tools to improve the world. If you had Leonardo's resources, what causes would you invest in to make the world a better place? Comment positive impact if you also want to make a difference. To becoming one of Hollywood's brightest stars, Leonardo DiCaprio has proven that resilience, passion, and the desire to excel are the keys to success. But beyond fame and wealth, his true legacy lies in his ability to use his influence in a positive way. Whether through his unforgettable performances or his environmental activism, Leonardo continues to show that true success is not measured only by personal achievements, but by the impact you leave on the world. Next video: Jim Carrey from living in a van to Hollywood triumph. Don't miss it. Like, subscribe, and comment on which part of Leonardo DiCaprio's story inspired you the most. See you in the next episode.